Bond yields fall and stock indices rise. Want to know more? Keep watching. Hello, I'm David and this is Trading Today. Yes, what a turnaround. If we think back to early yesterday morning, we were seeing a big sell-off across US stock indices, and at the same time we saw the yield on the key 10-year treasury note break above 5% for the first time in 16 years. Then later that afternoon, a big reversal. Yields on bonds fell dramatically down to about 4.82%. That's a very big intraday move in the bond market as bonds rallied. At the same time, we saw a big turnaround in stock indices as investors poured back into equities, pushing them not into positive territory for the day. Well, not quite. The Dow ended down 0.6%, the S&P was down 0.2%, the NASDAQ managed to rally up 0.3%, but we have got all of those indices firmer this morning. Now, we have at the same time see those bond yields pick back up again. We're about 4.88 on the 10-year. So in other words, we can't breathe a sigh of relief and say that the worst of the bond market rout is over, but it's certainly been a bit of a relief to start things off today. Now, just a quick focus on other things that are going on. We are seeing also a bit of a pullback in precious metals today. Gold has approached and almost tested that level of support around 1950. We'll have to see how things progress there. The dollar is a bit stronger today as well. It did fall on the back of that big pullback in yields yesterday. Now, earnings. Let's go through a few of them today. First of all, we heard from Barclays. Barclays fell about 8% in the immediate aftermath of its earnings, which were okay, but it did have a big fall in its investment banking profits, and that was enough to give it a lurch lower. Other earnings today, well, we've heard from Coca-Cola. That beat on earnings, that beat on revenues. It also produced some pretty positive forward guidance for the rest of the year and rallied about 2.5%. And we also heard from General Motors. General Motors beat on both earnings and revenues, but removed its full year guidance because of the action, the labour market, the strikes from the United Auto Workers over there. Nevertheless, General Motors trading about 1% higher this morning. Now, aside from all that, we have also got results coming out after the close from two very important stocks. Indeed, we've got Microsoft and Alphabet. Microsoft up 36% so far this year, and Alphabet up 54% so far this year. And both of them, those two plus Nvidia and Apple and Amazon, account for about 25% of the market capitalization of the S&P 500. So you can see how important those stocks are to the direction and the sentiment on US stock indices. So it's going to be very interesting tonight to see how those two stocks not only behave in terms of beating or missing expectations, but also, again, crucially, any forward guidance we get from either of them. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this of interest. If you did, please like and follow, and best of luck with your trading.